Hello and welcome to this ExchangeWire interview. I'm John Still, ExchangeWire's Head of Content, and I'm thrilled to be joined today by Jamie Richards, who is Head of Commercial at Forest. Jamie, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. So today we're going to talk about a few things in the ad tech arena. We're going to talk about sustainability. We're going to talk about the app and ad tech for good. So Jamie, first of all, tell us a little bit about Forest and your role there.
So Forest is a public bike share, but a public bike share with a difference. So we give our riders 10 minutes free daily, and the way that we do that is we partner with brands to give in-app advertising in return for minutes for our users to then go cycling.
Excellent. So it's e-bikes with a bit of a difference, with a twist.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So as you know, you've mentioned the bikes, and that's where people, I imagine, will recognise a lot of your branding from, the dark green cycles around the streets of London. But this ad tech for good, this notion of giving people 10 minutes free and that being a key part of your offering, how did that develop and how's it going? Tell us a bit more about the inner workings at Forest.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's evolved a bit. Initially, it was more about journey ads, and that was the first product that we launched where we're essentially kind of having impressions throughout your user experience in the app. And sponsoring that 10 minutes. So everybody gets 10 minutes free every day, and then we partner with brands to then sponsor that 10 minutes. But it's evolved a bit since then. So now we have video ads where users can go in and watch videos and then be rewarded with minutes on their profile. This has proved to be a really powerful tool for brands to engage with our audience, but also kind of tell their story, if you like. And video ads typically are only 15 to 45 seconds long, but we've got 500,000 app users now, and we know that 40% of our active users are watching video ads on a daily basis, so we've got really strong traction with that product.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it's an interesting way of, gamifying the e-bike system, I suppose, giving your consumers a way of getting free stuff. It's it's tried and tested, but it seems to be working well in your arena as well. I suppose it's a double whammy because it's sustainable as well. It's cycling, it's health conscious, and how powerful a marketing tool have you found that to be for Forest? The sustainability, the healthy option play.
So sustainability is obviously a very big part of our business. We're the only net zero operator in London. We're the only one with B Corp certification, so it's very deeply ingrained in what we do. But we work with all kinds of brands, big and small. And obviously, they've got plenty of options. They've got Meta and Google to choose from, but we have a very clear point of difference, and it is the sustainability, and it's giving something tangible to the brands that we work with as well, where they can actually see what their partnership has kind of resulted in terms of the carbon savings that's resulted in, and how many bikes that they've sponsored and how many trips that resulted in, and ultimately as well kind of saving Londoners that little bit of money as well.
Yeah,
on
and
their commute.
we were speaking about it, and I've said that I was the last leg of my commute is the journey from King's Cross to Farringdon, and that's sometimes takes the longest in the train, and I'm actually tempted to jump on a Forest bike and make that last 10 minutes count and cycle fast enough that my 10 minutes is free thanks to the ad-supported platform. So your platform, what your proposition, I suppose, for advertisers is quite data rich. You have a lot to offer in terms of how their campaigns have worked, and a lot to share. It's quite an attractive proposition in getting them involved.
Absolutely, yes. We're able to get quite targeted in terms of our users. Obviously, we know that who our customer is, and they're London-based urban commuters, sustainably focused. But in terms of then the data. For things like our click-through rates, we know our journey ads get a 4% click-through rate, so 3 times more powerful than Facebook advertising. So that's pretty powerful stuff. Again, with our video ads, I think I mentioned before that we know that 40% of our active users are actually engaging with those video ads. So yeah, we're getting some really exciting figures through, and it's constantly evolving with things like the geographics and then demographics that we're able to kind of get quite granular into who our users are and targeting those adverts. Excellent.
I actually wanted to dive into the geographic stuff a bit because I think brands and advertisers, could be forgiven for thinking that when they sponsor an e-bike, it's an awareness play rather than kind of anything that has a solid return to them. But you offer quite a lot in that sense, particularly with the in-map ads, and that's very geographical data, very targeted.
Yeah.
And you've got a lot to offer there. How is that side of the business developing? And are you seeing brands a lot more keen for more granular data?
Yeah. So when we first launched, we were very much brand awareness. In this market today, brands need a bit more. They need an ROI. So we've evolved the various products that we have to really focus on the performance marketing aspects. And to give you an example of that, Map Ads is actually a really good example. So Map Ads is where we're trying to make the app more about discovery. So we want our users to spend more time in the app looking for interesting products and services, so they're getting more engagement with our ad partners. So we know we have thousands of eyeballs in the map every day looking to find the bike, so why not put brands in the map as well? So we launched with Whole Foods, and we've got several other brands in there now. A good example actually is we did a customer research. We did some surveys through our CRM, and we asked our users, what do they want to see more of? And surprise, surprise, they said bars and restaurants was quite popular. Yeah. So this week actually we've just launched with a really fun group of bars called Mr. Fogg's Taverns. Okay. And so when you finish your rental, if you're near a Mr. Fogg's Tavern, it'll say, hey, by the way, there's Mr. Fogg's Tavern over there. Why not pop in? You get 50% off all your food. So we're always giving back to the users. So it's interesting things that they want to, that they'll benefit from.
It's covering a couple of bases there. This is great for the advertiser. This is great for the business who's in the map. But then also, whether it's a coffee or a pint, you're offering, there's the potential there to offer your user the next step of their journey. It's very powerful stuff.
Absolutely, and that's one of our criteria that we say to our partners here. Whilst we're trying to reduce the barriers to entry there, so Map Ads are actually a very affordable product. We do say, look, you need to give something that's exclusive to Forest for our users to benefit from. So we're getting really good content in there.
Great, and it's it must be. Well, I'd hope that there's the opportunity for smaller businesses and kind of supporting local businesses. When it's that geographic data, there's a lot to get involved with, and I'd imagine quite a powerful marketing tool for the smaller coffee shop, the independent, to get involved with.
Yeah, so true. Obviously, kind of journey ads and video ads are more about campaigns, but Map Ads, like you said, it's such a big market there, and we're making it very London-centric. It's what do our audience want to know about in London? So we've broken it into sections. Food and drinks, things to do in London, so like tourist attractions, coffee shops, health and wellness, and you can categorize your searches in the map to be able to find different interesting products and services according to those areas. Excellent.
So a lot going on.
Yeah, definitely.
As we're in 2024, and I think you'd say you're in quite a competitive market. We've talked about some of the other players in the e-bike area. And is it an area, well, I suppose you hope, but do you see going from strength to strength this year?
Well, we're certainly seeing that trend now. We're still the new kids on the block. We launched in 2020, we were set up in 2020, we went live in 2021, but already today, we're kind of the second biggest operator and certainly the fastest growing. In terms of the micromobility side of things, we're really growing. The ad tech's all very new, but we're working out what works and what doesn't work, what our audience wants, and obviously which brands we're most aligned with, and growing all those relationships. But we've been very lucky to work with some really fantastic brands in the past 2 years.
Excellent. Well, we wish you the best of luck with it all. I shall be looking for a Forest cycle on my way home this evening. Jamie, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Cheers.
And thank you all for tuning in. We will see you on the video interview next time.